Previously on Outdoor Canucks.
Butter tarts. Well,
hold on. Literal hike?
We're recording.
Yeah. A literal hike, or we had to wait for lunch, but that was fine because the lunch was delicious.
We had in-house entertainment.
In-house entertainment, yeah. Our kids are too cool for school.
Pickle bacon pizza. Best pizza of my life.
Make a reservation. A famous filming spot.
Oh. Basically, your personal assistant.
It's a show.
It's an awesome show, right?
Yeah.
So we're back. 2025 camping season. We're back. This is the first one. Kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of excited.
Well, I mean, they are.
No, they don't even know where they are. But I'm kind of excited only probably because I did all the work today and set everything up. But no, I didn't do all. You guys did a lot of work too.
They did?
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't do hardly anything. But that's typical. So it's the May 2-4 long weekend, and we're going. You want to tell? Okay, we're going to a place that's not a provincial park, not an Ontario provincial park.
Private park.
And it's somewhere we've never been before. Do you remember the name of the place? Want to tell me?
I can't remember it.
Nah, I can't remember it. It's called Black River Wilderness Campground. It seems like all the spots here are along the river. And we should tell people at home, it's now starting to rain. A bat house.
Bat house. I saw about 20 of those a year.
Is there anything more Canadian than watching NHL hockey playoffs while camping? In the daytime, I'll show you, there is a nice river. Okay, we've entered into the storm.
Oh, that's steaming. It looks finished though. Oh my god, if you didn't record, we're gonna take a break.
You know, we used to just take a boat over to an island and just...
A cooler, a tent, and...
some propane and lanterns and stuff like that. We never had devices. We never cared about electricity. So that's where we're going. Never been there. We've got good expectations about it, and we're amped about it. But as you can see, it's Friday before the long weekend, or basically it is a long weekend, and it's a 27 degrees balmy weather. But this may be it. This may be the best day. Well, not maybe. This probably is going to be the best day of the long weekend.
Take your time, come back to me. Don't ever let me go. I'll give you anything you need, and we can take it slow. And I know that it's over when we get older. You can say I told you so. Won't you take your time, come back to me. Don't ever let me go. Don't ever let me go.
This place is just outside Rama, which is a small little place outside Orillia. Orillia is probably a bigger town, I guess you could refer to, if you want to get reference of where this is. And coming from the GTA, I guess you could take the 400 up. We decided not to take the 400 because the 400 is a nightmare on a good day.
Good thing we didn't.
You add in a long weekend, you add in a Friday, and just one accident, and you're like sitting in traffic. And as I say this, we're sitting in traffic now ourselves. I think we jinxed ourselves.
Not that long.
No, we're in a small little town. I don't even know the name of the town.
Brecken.
Brecken?
Township of...
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Brecken.
Brecken.
Okay.
There's a Chick-fil-A.
Take your time, come back to me. Don't ever let me go. Take your time, come back to me. Don't ever let me go. Take your time, come back to me. Don't ever let me go. Take your time, come back to me. Don't ever.
So on our way here, we decided to stop at a place called Skipper's. It's called Skipper's Fish and Chips. It's like a It's not, I'll have to show you a picture. It's not exactly a chip truck, but it's not a big, huge store either. It's like a halfway thing. It's right by the gas station, so we decided to gas up. Gas was cheaper here than in the GTA, and we're gonna have supper here. So when we get there, we don't have to worry about dinner or anything. We're just gonna set up and have fun, and not 1 hour too late.
Oh my! What did you expect? I thought it was gonna be quick.
Take your time, come back to me. Don't ever let me go. I'll give you anything you need, and we can take it slow. And I know that it's over when we get older. You can say I told you so. Won't you take your time, come back to me. Don't ever let me go. Don't ever let me go. I remember back
We're here.
to the days we shared a home.
Butter tart sold here.
Butter tarts. Oh, I'm sold. Okay, so
Entrance.
okay, stop. All campers, visitors must register. Where do I go though? This is why you turn the water on before you put your line to it. If you can see, pretty yellow. So it's the first time for the season, so let that run for a little bit. First time for the season. The awning was put away semi-dry. No, it was put away dry. I always make sure. So I'm not sure if you guys can see me, but we're here, and it's a little dark now. We were here earlier. I just didn't get a chance to pick up the camera. But we're all set up. In the daytime, I'll show you. There is a nice river that's literally, see the campfire right behind me there? The river is 10 feet behind there. And nice sunset in the background. It just finished. Actually, no, the sunset. Sorry, the sun is setting over there. But it's a little dark, so you really can't see much. But you know, we got it all set up. We got the game. We usually don't like glamping too much, even though we have a trailer and stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's the NHL playoffs, so we gotta see that. This is a nice park. Really enjoying this park. I mean, we've only been here less than 24 hours, but we had some rain. We had a nice campfire last night. Watched the game. Successful game. Watch the game tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, no, it's a nice, quiet park. There's no noise, no rowdiness, and I mean, it's supposed to rain later today. Right now, it's fine, so we're lucked out. But look at the size of these spots. These spots are nice and large. It seems like all the spots here are along the river, which is amazing. Like you won't get these. I mean, you'll get them, but they're few and far between at a provincial park. And it's not big either. Like from where we're at there at the end to up here, the main, where the washrooms are, the public washrooms and the gates and where you check in and stuff like that, the office. It's not that far a walk. I've been walking here for like 2 minutes now. It's not that bad. Oh, over here, I don't know if you can see it. Over here are yurts. You can rent out yurts. There looks like there's probably like 4 of them. And they also back the water, the river. So nice little yurts here. Okay, you gotta check this out. We're getting closer to the road too, the entrance, like I said, so it's gonna be noisier. But check this out. This is the river. We're just crossing over this bridge here. No, actually, this is just sort of the culvert. I don't know. It may be part of the river or not, but right up here is a pavilion, and they have like the vendors that sell stuff every Saturday between 9 and 1. It's free. Just come in here and check out the vending. We're gonna come here later and check it out. And in the public washroom, as you can see, there's separated shower stalls, sinks here, triple sinks, stalls here, and some urinals. Very clean for an older building. Very clean and doesn't smell at all. So I don't know what the females is like. I'm assuming it's the same thing, but definitely a thumbs up. Check out this big teepee. This is right by the front when you come in. See this big giant teepee. Looks really cool.
I give you that feeling. Go hot, but the room is freezing. I'll be the reason that you might fall in love. Yeah, one look is just enough. So hold me in your arms and call me in the morning. Don't let anything stop you, babe. Oh, tell me all your secrets. You know that I'll keep them with me. Feels like you're up in space.
And there's a kids playground over there for families and small kids. Nice.
You look up to me. Do you know my worth? Every day you say that I'm a star, but I'm bigger. I'm like the Milky Way, the Milky Way. You
Well, cut with these slots and you run upside down in there.
Oh, that?
Yeah. So they just hook their little claws in there, and
That's where they sleep?
and this middle row has got a space, so they can go from one side to the other.
And that's enough room for them?
All kinds of room. They don't want it any bigger than that.
Oh, okay.
They're tiny.
Yeah, they are, eh? Yeah,
I
you think they're
recommend
bigger.
3/4 of an inch. That's it.
Wow.
A bat house.
Bat house. I sell about 20 of those a year, not more.
Really?
Wow.
Actually, I had one person last year bought 3 of them.
Really? How much
Yeah.
are they?
That one's $60.
60?
And this one's only got a single layer, and
Okay.
it's 50.
Oh, that's so neat.
Okay, so let's get this out of the way because I know you guys want to know. Cell signal up here. Well, we're on Rogers, and Rogers has been fine. We were able to stream the hockey game last night on a Fire Stick. Very little interruptions, so we can stream video and stuff like that. No problems. Now we have friends that we're with, Jay and Jen. They're on Bell, and they're very, very sketchy. So Rogers and Fido and stuff like that, they're probably pretty good. And then Bell and Freedom and whoever Bell is also with, Telus, I think, you may have some issues with that. So apparently this is where you go in from. This is the entrance. And then it goes all the way down there, and
Watch other people.
there's an exit.
Hey highway, what do you say if we took some time and wandered down your wild lines? Hey highway, you know I can't stay, and the leaving ain't as hard as staying gone. Hey highway.
So the lady who works here, I forget her name, she came by here yesterday because one of the lines on a power line's tripped out, and she was telling us about this tree that we just happened to, both Jay and I, be right next to. And I'll show you this tree. It is a big sucker right there, and it goes all the way up to the top. But the interesting part, and you can see all the bark that is sort of shaved off it, it's just fallen off. And as you can see, it's dead. She says that's why they have such a strict policy about no outside wood, and you can only buy wood from here in the park, because in the last 2 years, I guess someone had brought outside wood, apparently, and this tree got infested with some kind of bug, and it's completely died. And after we leave on Tuesday, they're cutting it down. So if you're here next time and anywhere between site, what site are you, Jay? 47. 47 and 48. You won't see this big sucker, which is a shame. Such a beautiful tree. Okay, like always, we try to bring you a kind of a a campfire dish or recipe or something like that. We try. So Julie's got this one this time. Now, this is similar to what we tried last year that failed. And when you threw the batter at me.
Dax, what happens when you make fun of a camping hack?
Having spousal moments today.
Hack.
Push me in my limits.
You see, Julie got angry because she's trying to make bread and Dax was beaking her. So the bread went flying. Let's show me the motion again, Julie. It was like that, and the bread went.
Wait.
But anyways, go ahead.
This is Campfire skillet cornbread. And so before I left, I put my dry ingredients in a bag so it was easier to just dump it and mix it. So I've put my wet ingredients already together, which is milk, eggs, and butter. And so it's very easy. We're just going, now this part is easy. Cooking it might not be so much. I'm just gonna dump and then warm up the pan in the fire and then cook it.
Okay. Do we need to look at you do this process, or no? We can skip ahead of this.
You can dump it once the butter in the pan is melted. You can just dump it, and you got to cover it with oil. We can take a video or picture of that when we're at that stage.
Okay.
And then let it cook.
How long do you have to stir that sucker?
Till it's mixed up.
Okay. 1 hour later. Okay, so it's your butter is like defying gravity there.
Well, I need it melted.
Okay, so this barely fits on, so we have to be very gentle with this.
Oh, perfect. There we go. I just realized
We used to have the exact same oven.
Okay, so it's heated up.
Yep.
Now you're pouring the
Buttery
batter in there on top of all that giant butter. And we should tell people at home, it's now starting to rain.
Yeah, so we're not sure what's gonna happen. Might have to switch to the oven or something.
We'll do the best we can here. And then you cover it with foil sheets. This segment of the video is brought to you by Alcan.
Here is an important message from Alcan, Australia. Thank you.
And this goes on for how long? 20 minutes. And if it rains, an hour?
Well, the rain's gonna get wet. I'm making slits to let the steam escape.
Escape?
Escape.
20 minutes later?
Set a timer.
You're going to stab yourself in the eye.
Yep. So, I should have sprayed the top of the tin foil.
So it got the tin foil. But it's pretty smoky, and it smells like cornbread. Is it cooked in the middle, though?
I don't know. There's a spot here.
Looks a little doughy.
But the rest of it, I don't know.
Cut me a slice.
You think it burnt underneath?
Yeah. I think the heat was definitely too high. So...
Charred?
It's charred.
At least we have cornbread, you know? Cornbread fixes everything.
Oh, that's steaming. It looks finished, though.
Oh, it smells
You are so going to burn
good.
yourself.
It's hot.
So the bottom is a little crusty, but it's cornbread, so you
You
can
can just cut it out.
cut it out, yeah.
I
It's
wonder
still
if you
cooking.
did parchment paper underneath. Would that have worked? I have parchment paper.
Or maybe the
But
whole
you
thing would
don't have
go
any
on
more.
fire.
Let's start over. Okay, we've entered into the storm. We're going into town into Orillia. It's only like 15, 20 minutes away. We knew it was going to rain. So instead of like sitting in a trailer, for the next hour or two while it rains. We figured we'd go into town, get some supplies, check out what's around, and go from there. Really windy and really rainy. Okay, so that weather was pretty dicey at times. Apparently, there was areas that were hailing on the highway. We took side roads, and it was pretty heavy, but it didn't hail, thank God. But now it's all cleared up, as you can see. It's still overcast, but there's no rain. Everything's dried up for the most part. And we stopped at a few places. Basically went to Orillia / Rama, the town of Rama, or the city of Orillia. Big places. And I know one of the segments we want to do in 2025, and we started it late last year, is telling you, like, you know, points of interest or sites around the park you're staying at or the town you're staying at, so you guys would have some interest. Well, there's Orillia. Orillia's got everything. One good place that we stopped off at, the girls went into, and I didn't bother, we've been there before, was Mariposa Market. You can tell them about it. It's got like good bakery stuff.
Well, it's a cafe and kind of a restaurant. Not a big restaurant, but they have like sandwiches, and they have incredible mac and cheese and donuts and baked goods. They have freezer items that you can buy and take home, and they have like gift shops where you can buy its that for yourself or for a gift.
Yeah, it's a cool little market. If you've never been to, like, it's big for it being up north. You see some smaller, quainter ones. This one's a bigger one, but it's really, if you go to Orillia and you're into that kind of stuff, you got to check out Mariposa Market. And then what we might check out tomorrow that we haven't checked out, I did see it on the map, but I have no idea about it. There's not a lot of info about it. There's on Google Maps, it says there's a hidden cave. Probably, I think, I want to say it was 15 or 20, maybe 25 minutes away from here. A hidden cave. Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah.
I was looking at Abby.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So yeah, so if we get a chance, we'll check it out and we'll let you guys know. But it's a hidden cave. I don't know if I can describe that any more than me telling you what it is. Okay, so it's starting to rain now. Now, it wasn't raining earlier. We got back and, you know, rain, the main part of it rained probably earlier when we were on our trip to Orillia, as you saw in the video there. And then it stopped and we came back and it was fine. So we started to have a fire, make that cornbread, and start dinner. And now it's pouring. It was pouring a lot more before I started the camera. And it sort of eased up a little bit now that I have the camera on. But we're gonna finish off dinner. I got the barbecue right there. I just can't go to it yet because it's actually, I probably could go to it now that it's let up. So let's get dinner done and then we'll have a fire. Hopefully the rain stops so we can have a fire. If not, we'll still have fun. We'll find something to do. So if you come around this corner right by the front of the entrance, that's where the teepee is, and the front gates are right here by where the sign is, and right behind here is the front gate, and that's the pavilion there. This is the dump station right here, and as you can see, it's one single dump station, one single line. I guess if there's a long lineup, you line up around a loop here, and as you can see, the line is not threaded. It's just got a hook style nozzle, but it's not threaded, so keep that in mind for rinsing out.
There's somewhere to be every night of the week. Seems God ain't close as he used to be. there's more tequila in this old town than pines in Tennessee. I ain't the man I thought I'd be. And these neon lights that keep me up got me thinking.
We're gonna go for a walk. We're gonna check out the park. We haven't really checked out the park other than our site and the main entrance where the pavilion and the gatehouse is. But there's supposed to be like bridges and little mini islands where people camp and stuff like that. It's a pretty extensive park, so we're gonna go check it out and see what we can find.
Maybe mom and dad had it right all along. We're too old to still be alone, and we ain't happy ever after all. I'm just saying it wouldn't be as bad as we made it out, living in our hometown. I miss the days that flow like the Mississippi. You find a girl and get married before you're 20. But I've been running like a southbound train, as fast as a northern summer with no one to love. And it's making me wonder if maybe mom and dad had it right all along, and we're too old to still be alone, and we ain't happy ever after all. No, I'm just saying it wouldn't be as bad as we made it out, living in our hometown.
Yeah, this place is pretty cool. Like, we're on the other side of the bridge there, and over here is non-electrical, so they're just tent camping, and it's very woodsy, for lack of a better word. It's very, open, but also dense with trees, and the trees look really cool. They really seclude you in here. You look like you're away from everything, and you're right by the water. So from what I understand, this is how it works, looking at the map. The main area where you check in, where the gatehouse is and the pavilions and the public washrooms, that's the main land, and that's where all the electricity is, so that's where all the majority of trailers are. And then when you come over these bridges in the network of different tributaries here in the river, the Black River, there's islands, and the islands, like where we are now, this is where you can actually camp. And they're all labeled, each site, as you can see. This one right behind me is labeled D, which would represent this is a fire pit and a picnic table right there. So this is site D. Over there is E, F, C would be over there. So that's how it works. Now there's no electricity here or no services. To use the washroom, you have to go back over the bridge and go to that main washroom I showed you earlier in the video a couple days ago. That's the main washroom. I guess that's where you would use the washroom. So it is kind of roughing it when you consider how camping is compared to how we go when we go glamping, as many of our friends say, with an RV.
Don't overdrink it. If you find love, don't overthink it. Just find yourself a good one, and don't you let it go. That's what they told. Maybe mom and dad had it right all along, and we're too old to still be alone, and we ain't happy ever after all. No, I'm just saying it wouldn't be as bad as we made it out, staying in our hometown.
So we're back at the beginning before you go over the bridge here, and this right here, they provide Black River Wilderness Park. This is the parking lot. This is where you park your car here, and then you unload, and then you put stuff in here in little wheelbarrows and take it over to your site, and you bring the wheelbarrows back. Pretty good. Some people have taken firewood, I guess, stuff like that. Yeah, it gives you a little assistance. Yeah, and I was just saying, it looks like every site here, not every site, because as I say that we're getting into sites that aren't, but most of the sites are on the river.
Yeah.
Like I thought we were special when we booked out. Oh, we got a river site.
Yeah.
But yeah, a majority of the sites here are near or on the river.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really cool. And the girls were just saying that this is a unique campsite, a campground that we've never been to before. Like other than the fact that we've never been here before, but we haven't been to a campground like this, where it's, you know, the RV section and then just the camper section that are so
that
separated.
Are on islands.
That are on islands and you have to take a bridge over. Yeah. It
That's a nice site.
telling Julie earlier,
Oh, that's beautiful.
giving us the
really
camping vibes of when we used to camp before kids, before marriage and everything. Yeah, we used to just take a boat over to an island and just
A cooler, a tent, and
some propane and lanterns and stuff like that. We never had devices. We never cared about electricity. You never cared about like bringing battery packs and stuff like that. Yeah, it was great.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
They've got a crayfish that they fished out of the water. Now one of them's gonna fall in. And it's gone. Okay, when you have water hookup and you got to drain the hose, it's always a good idea because you don't know when you're going to be using it next. You don't want to leave the water in there, especially that's your clean water hose. You don't want to leave water in there to get stagnant. So I usually just drain it manually. Takes a while. I'm going to try something here with this air pump. I've hooked it up to here. I'm going to see if I can push the water out. It may work, it may not. So turn this on. Pull this in. It's pushing the water out. That's amazing. So there you go. It actually worked. There's still a little bit of water. I'll continue after I finish recording, but it actually worked. I know I got this last year, but I don't know if I mentioned, now that we've been using it on a few trips, this bar, this handle that we put on our screen door for our front door is amazing. I don't know why we didn't get it sooner. This is truly amazing how easy it is and how useful it is. And I think it was like $30, maybe $40 tops. Is there anything more Canadian than watching NHL hockey playoffs while camping with a nice fire? So we got the fire going, we got the game on here, and I'll show you how we've set it up. We got a little TV from the trailer, and it's got a fire stick to it, and it's just paired. But we are using our little all powers power bank, and it's plugged in there into like a splitter, and we've got 5 hours to watch this game. So unless it goes into overtime, we're golden as we watch the NHL playoffs. Not sure how the Leafs are going to pull this one out, but they may not. And this is the way we ended our hockey game, with the spinning wheel of death. Fitting.
Before it even ended.
But we got a great fire.
I need a drink. I'm kidding.
Okay, this is going to be our second take of our park review. We did a whole 10-15 minute park review just now, and we weren't recording. So we're going to try this again.
This is not the first
time. But you know what this is called? We know what this is called? Rehearsal. This is called rehearsal. So what did you think of the park? We are at, in case you didn't know, we're at Black River Wilderness Campground. Private park. It's not a provincial park. What did you think of it?
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah, you're being a lot more concise now, right? Because it's our second time. No, it's very secluded, very private, very picturesque, very unique. Unique is
very unique. Never been to one like this before.
All the parks and stuff that we've been to, especially the provincial parks, after a while they become mundane, they become carbon copies.
Kind of the same.
Yeah, and which, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we don't like it, but this is unique. It's got the river that snakes around the whole campground.
Yeah.
I said in one of the camp when we're in a hike there, showing all the other places, that majority of these parks, not all of them, but majority of these sites are near water or on the water. Like, and what other provincial campground do you know that you can say that?
Well, no, there is some, like Killbear. You can get sites by the water. Like, there's many parks you can get sites by the water, but to actually be able to get them is another story. And here was pretty easy. Like, we didn't book that long ago, right?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's May 2-4 weekend. The weather didn't cooperate at times, but we still had fun. We didn't bring our, speaking of the river and stuff, Julie, while we were taking our first take when we weren't recording, we mentioned how people were walking by us taking tubes. We thought it was May 2-4, we thought it was going to be
too
cold and stuff like that, so we didn't bring swimsuits for ourselves or even the kids, right? Or our tubing stuff. But so many people this weekend, rain or shine, have been going down to tube.
Yeah.
And right here,
weekend.
We're site 48, and when we checked in, the lady says, if you want a tube, this is the best place to enter. It's like the main entrance for the tubing route, and then it goes down near the front of the park. And I don't know.
And as it goes further, like, there's more quicker spots. Like, right behind us is super calm and very slow moving. So as you get further in the river, it gets faster and more rough.
Yeah, and you said a few days ago you saw kayakers? You
can paddleboard and kayak. Probably over by where we are, because it's, like I said, it's very calm.
Oh yeah, paddleboard. We brought our paddleboard.
I saw it on their website to bring paddleboards.
Yeah, but it was just too chilly probably for us.
Too chilly for me.
And we saw a duck this morning floating by. So very tranquil. If you want a relaxing, it's not noisy. There was a train we heard earlier, but we're up north, so you can hear trains. But it is a dog park.
Oh, God, yeah. Lots of dogs.
Lots of dogs. We're the minority here. We didn't bring our dog. We're probably one of the only 2 or 3 people that I think we walked around the park. We saw people with dogs. Some people have 2 or 3 dogs here. They're very accommodating for dogs. They only the only thing they say is pick up. Their signs everywhere to say pick up after your dog, which a respectful dog owner should do. They even provide
doggy bags. Yeah. Also mention Yeah.
Okay,
edit that out.
Yeah, we thought we
mentioned about the firewood as well.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, they have poopy bags, and they just have signage saying pick up. Talking about amenities here, they, just like everywhere else, they have a store. They have Wi-Fi at the store, and I quickly mentioned
essentials and snacks. Yeah,
that kind of stuff. They don't have Wi-Fi throughout the whole entire park, but at the store. I mentioned earlier in the video about Wi-Fi, the cell phone signal, Rogers and Fido, and is pretty good here. We had no problems. But our friends Jay and Jen are on Bell, and they weren't that great. But we know there's people that went up to the park store there, the office, and they have Wi-Fi. And if you can't, I don't think you can hang out there all day and work from here 9 to 5 unless you have like Starlink or something, and if you have Starlink you don't even care about it. But if you go to the park store, they have Wi-Fi you can use in a pinch if you need to do something for work or send something, an important document, and you're not getting signal at your site. Go there. Yeah, all the amenities, all the stuff that they sell at a regular camp store.
Yep.
Ice and firewood. The firewood, I mentioned in that video about the invasive bugs that come in the park, and that's why they're very strict with bringing in your own wood or bringing wood from home, and they only want this kind of wood from this area, and they sell it, and it's $15 a bag. It's not cheap, but it's a decent wood. And the vendors every Saturday.
They have a vendor market every Saturday here in their pavilion, outdoor pavilion. And yeah, they have food, snacks, jewelry, crafts.
Yeah.
Lots of different mixture of vendors.
And this campground.
And it's First Nations.
I was going to say, this campground is in Rama, Ontario, which is very First Nations, very native. And this campground is, I think, part of that, and all the vendors that came on Saturday are First Nations. So giving back to the community, giving back to First Nations is may be important to you and important to us. So it's a good thing. The park itself, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it may be First Nations run. What else did we like?
We're close to Orillia, so within 20 minutes you can be in town where there's lots of other things to do, like go to a beach, go to the stores, go shopping, go sightseeing, go fishing.
Yeah, any things that they don't have at the store there, you can go into town.
It's a quick drive.
15-20 minutes away. Took a little longer yesterday.
Downtown Orillia is nice too.
Yeah, and it's nice. And speaking of when we were on our hike and stuff, there are trails here that we went sightseeing at different campsites and stuff like that. We considered
the islands too,
and all the islands. We consider that our hike, but it really wasn't a hike. They are separate. There's 3 different trails here, hiking trails that you can go on, and they're
interpretive.
Yeah, one of them is an interpretive trail with signs and everything. And there's, like I said, 3 different ones, yellow, green, and red, I think it is. And they're different difficulty levels, so you can pick your own if you like. What else is there? Sorry, we're doing this stuff, like I said, for the second time. I'm trying to remember everything we said the first time, 10 minutes ago.
I don't know. I think it's just a really neat park to stay at and explore, like seeing how the campsites are laid out along the river and on different islands where you have to take bridges to. And if you're a tent camper,
this is nice.
The bridges, this is really nice if you like tent camping, because those sites are all along the river, and some of them are pretty secluded and private, and you have to take a bridge to get to them. The bridges are very small and short, but they provide you wheelbarrows to transport your items, so that's kind of nice.
Same for the cabins. There are 4
and the
cabins
too, yeah.
Those 4 cabins, they look very similar to the cabins we went to a few months ago at Arrowhead, where it's just electricity, there's no running water, but all the amenities you need for a family if you want to come to the cabins. And
there's also 4 yurts here, drive-up yurts. So.
Yeah, the cabins people were checking out. I didn't want to intrude or invade their privacy, so I didn't want to go in, and I couldn't tell you what they look like. But go online, there are probably pictures of what it looks like inside on the website. And then the yurts too, very similar.
Lots of options, basically options for everyone here.
Yeah, tent camping, trailer camping, yurts, cabins. Fishing. We brought Quentin's fishing stuff and the kids' fishing stuff, but he didn't get a chance to go fishing yet. I'm surprised he hasn't wanted to go, but there is fish in here. Apparently there's bass in here. I don't know how successful it is to catch because we haven't tried yet, but we did see people fishing when we were on our walk there. So there's lots of stuff to do here. Very
there's a playground for the
friendly.
kids as well.
Yeah, that playground right at the front. Very family friendly campground here. Okay. I think we've wrapped it all up. If we've forgotten anything, if you have any questions, let us know down in the comments below. We'll answer. Before we go, your cornbread recipe, was there something you wanted to add that you would do differently?
I would say if you have something that can put it up higher over the fire, because you really need a lower heat cooking it over the fire. That was the only issue, it burned on the bottom. So either that or try parchment on the bottom of
parchment paper.
on the pan.
Yeah, that might work. So yeah, but we try these things so you guys can get an idea and see if you want to try them, and we do it so you don't have to, or we do it so you can see that you can do it yourself, right? We never profess to say that we're experts. A lot of times when we do these videos,
We're just trying it ourselves to
for the
see if we
first
like
time.
it.
yeah. So some of them are hit or miss, as you've seen, and if you've seen many of our other videos, a lot of these are hit or miss. Anyways, yeah, like I said, if you have any questions about the park, leave a comment down below, or email the park directly if we won't be able to give you the answers, because we've only been here 3 days, so we're by far not experts on this, but we have an experience because we've been here, right? And if you have any comments about anything else, if you like the video, shoot a comment down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Feels like I've known you my whole life.
Okay, you guys playing?
Me again, or you want to go on her side? Or do you want me to go on her side?
Okay, just go. Somebody go for the ground.
For the ground. Oh, that was bad.
Oh, the dog saved it. Literally.
We don't gotta stay friends forever. We can cross that line together. Find love, baby, never say never. After all this time, I just wanna take a step in a new direction. I wanna tell you what I failed to mention. We can fly a couple of birds of a feather. We don't gotta stay friends forever.